Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Journey's Classroom. As you can see behind me, we're still a bit decorated for Halloween, and that is because over on my main Twitch channel, we did quite a bit of building for Halloween. And today, I'm going to take you on a tour. The kids at work have been asking me about redstone a lot, and it occurred to me that our Halloween build over on the main server used quite a lot of redstone. So, we've made a special portal, and we're going to drop on by. Alright, so here we are, on the main world. You see the boardwalk and a bit of stuff behind me. Now, I could take you for a tour, but not today. Today, our only interest is in the Halloween land. And so we shall begin our tour. Here, in view of the giant pumpkin, we have the gazebo, the graveyard, some ruined villager houses, courtesy of Billy. We have Jack Skellington's house, and then the Castlevania castle, a beautiful fountain, and of course my giant pumpkin is drooling lava because it's looking at that delicious cupcake up there. We come around the side here, we've got the dangling pig is another one of Billy's additions, and some dead trees, some monster heads, and this cave mouth. And this is what I really wanted to show you. This is Terror Tunnel, our Halloween-themed roller coaster. And I brought you here to show you some of our redstone creations. These are not very complicated things. You can pick them up yourself. Let's have a look. Down in here we have, oh, okay, what? Yep. Some things pop out at you. Come down here and we have a big fall till the creeper or the Enderman tunnel here. And then we go into Frankenstein's laboratory. You can see Frankenstein in the cage there. And then here's where the scientist collected other monsters to investigate, do experiments on. And then we're back out the other side. We're headed up, up, back to the surface world to take a little tour of Halloween Town from above. Look at this. There's my pumpkin again and the cupcake. There's a better look at Castle Dracula and Jack Skellington's house. Then we come over here and... Okay, this part's a little nerve-wracking. Oh, okay. Yep. All right. This is a long tunnel. I have expect something to jump out at me. I built this, and I still expect something to jump out at me. All right. Boom! There we go. Love fireworks. Here we are. We're coming up. We're nearing the end now. Oh, we got some dancing skeletons. Or, not skeletons. Pumpkin-headed guys. And some floating candles. I love that. I think this area turned out pretty well, actually. And now we're headed up to the exit. Here we are. Should put that back for now. So there you have it. There's actually a lot of redstone devices built into this. The first thing I'm going to have to do, though, is fix one of them, because there should have been music playing while we were in there, and I didn't hear it. Which tells me something went wrong with the redstone device up here, which is this here, the music player. It's supposed to be activated when your minecart is on that pad, but I didn't hear any music. I don't know if you did. See, it sends a signal there into the dropper. Nope, there's records. And they send them into the hopper, which is supposed to load the jukebox. Oh. Well, how did that happen? Okay, somebody clogged my jukebox with junk, or my hopper. That's why the music didn't start. Well, that's fixed now. Did that? Well, it was probably me. It was probably an accident. Whatever. The whole point is it plays music when you start the ride. All right, let's take a look through the ride now at various sections here. See what's interesting. Now, if you see these detector rails, there's another one here. This one activates something in this room. Remember when the monsters came jumping out? First you had, on that track down there, out came a armor stand in a minecart that had a zombie skull on it. That was supposed to jump out at you. This guy with the creeper head, he pops up on a piston as soon as the original one passes over the other detection rail right there. So it's still the same simple device being used. It's a detection rail. They're very useful for setting things up with minecarts. Then we fell down into the Enderman Tunnel. I called it that because I tried to make it look a bit like an angry Enderman, and like you were going into his mouth. I think it looks cute. It works. I can't wait next Halloween to make this even bigger, though. In here, Frankenstein's laboratory. It seemed obvious to me that zombie villagers were perfect for Frankenstein. And then it became a trick to see how many monsters I could catch and house in here. I wanted them all to be different, though, no repeats. Gives the added effect of having some creepy sound effects from the zombies and the witch while you're in the building. Then we head outside. This part was Navi's idea. Navi thought that we had a lot of builds going on and that there should be some kind of outdoor part where you could get a good view of them. So I made this track that ran all the way around the area so that we could get a good look at the scenery as we went past. Because there's some interesting features here. The gallows over there. This part is a little nerve-wracking. I don't want to fall into the lava. Okay. All right. And look at that. That looks terrifying when you're coming at it fast because you can't really tell what's there. But it really is just a drop down onto a slime block. That's why it's perfectly safe to fall down there. And when you're in a minecart, you don't bounce. So you take no damage because of the slime block, but you don't bounce. And then there's the incredibly long tunnel. I think if I have more time next year to build this up more, I'm going to put some extra things in here to make this tunnel more interesting. And then, look at this. Tripwire hooks. This is the first other device we've got here. This thing is hooked up to all the dispensers that are firing off rockets and fireballs. So as soon as you walk between them, it sends a redstone signal back here, which is carried along the side, and over to the other side here, where it also goes along the other side. And that makes the light show. Some of it is fireballs, some of it is fireworks, but it's all very flashy. You just have to be careful of the timing. Otherwise, you take a little bit of damage when you get hit with a firework yourself. See, there's all the dispensers in the walls. And then down there, we have some more zombie or monster heads. I really collected a lot of those for decoration. Well, I guess I left that behind when I was building. All right. Now up here, you'll find another detector plate, or detector rail. And that is what activates these guys. They're on powered rails that are not powered, essentially, until something goes over that detector plate, and that powers the rail, which sends these guys flying along the edges there doing their little dance. and then it's back out the other side. It's funny to think this entire build was kind of unplanned. Yeah, I started off making one room, and then I made another room, and then I made another room, and it just kept going and going and going. And I worked on this on my stream probably most of October. And I think I like how it turned out. Oh, it's dark out. Oh, do you hear the music? I was hoping you would. That's another redstone device. Over here in Navi's graveyard, I built something for him. Yeah, you hear it? Spooky music, because this is the graveyard. It's nice that we got here at night, too. Look at this. We've got the Grim Reaper down there. Get some graves. I like the railing made of anvils. That's a neat touch. And this is the secret here. Look at this thing. This is a daylight sensor, and it's set to night, so that as soon as the sun goes down, it sends a signal down here, which powers on the music. The music plays through one time, and then gets fed back into the hopper so that it's ready to go again for the next night. I was really proud of this. I'd never done anything remotely like this before this Halloween event, and it turned out really well. Let's take one last look here before we sign off and head back to the school. This is Halloween Land. Nothing complicated here, but really a lot of imagination, and I hope that it gives you guys some ideas for things you can do in your world. Sadly, every field trip must come to an end, and so we are back at the school, where I will remind you once again that if you like what we're doing here in Journey's Classroom, make sure you drop a like, and if you want to know when we post more videos, subscribe and make sure you have notifications turned on. Until next time, bye!